Yes, we are live and we are back. And England are through to the final of the Euro 2020. Can you believe it? Yes! Yes! I had a script for when I come on. I'm just going to throw it in the bin. Nathan, take it away. The Vikings, they came to conquer, but they couldn't do it. The Jewel Dragon, it stayed strong. Nathan, what did you think?
You know what? We came through a bit of adversity, and so we kept our heads, kept going, kept playing the right football. We brought on, I think the minute we brought on Grealish, we looked streets ahead of them. We kept the ball so much. We then started doing things with a bit more timing, and we just looked a much more superior team. And obviously that, I thought it wasn't a pen, to be honest. I didn't think that was a pen. Also, the Harry Kane one, I think he kicked the guy's leg as well. But anyway, you know, we'll take it. We'll take the pen, and we'll like we said, the prediction was correct. 2-1 in the extra time.
you beat me to it. I've been rubbing my hands together. I've been thinking I can't wait to come on and, you know, telling everybody that my prediction was right. Spot on the button.
Yeah. So that was great. Yeah. So I just don't understand why he's taking Grealish back off. Trying to go all defensive there when we were so in control. We went ahead and we were just in control anyway, keeping the ball like we did towards that last few minutes. And we didn't need to temporarily put ourselves under a bit of pressure at that time, I didn't think. But end of the day, we've won it now, and we won the game and we're through to the final. So can't be, you know, got to be happy with that. And the manager steered them to the finals, you know. So let's see.
Yeah. Do you think it was very dangerous taking Grealish off? I mean, you know, the first place, you know, the fourth, you know, for defence is attack, and you know, he's one of the best players in European football at holding the ball up, getting free kicks. I mean, I just can't. Can you get your head round why he got pulled off?
I can't. When you got other players on the pitch that are tiring, you know, very tired, doing extra time. He's just come on. He's not a liability defensively. So he was doing his job, getting on the ball, making things work. And then, I don't know, maybe he just wanted to just fully defend, you know, wanted to do that Jose tactic and thought, you know what, I've just brought Foden on. So why did he, it doesn't make sense. I just don't get it. Why did he bring Foden on then? He could have just kept Grealish and put him in the hole and then brought someone else off. But instead, he brings him on and then takes him off. It's not right. You don't bring people on and take them off unless there's a red card or something. But at the end of the day, it's his way. It's a bit weird, but we've gone and done the job. But one thing I will say is, we play Italy and he's not playing. I'm telling you now, we ain't got no chance.
We're done. I mean, we said that, you know, in the preview, Nathan, that, I mean, well, it was me probably more than anything that I was a bit worried about Mason Mount being in the side. And as the game started, as it goes along, yes, he's safe. But, you know, there wasn't nothing really going through him. He wasn't really doing it enough. He seemed to me to be doing the same job as what Phillips and Rice were doing. So and he wasn't getting forward enough. He wasn't, you know, for Chelsea, he gets in the box. But I don't know if he gets told by Southgate to drop. I mean, as you said, we've got Italy coming out. I mean, has he got to come out against Italy?
For me, he doesn't do enough in that position. I'm sorry, but I don't know why there's so much fuss about him and there's no fuss about Grealish. It doesn't make sense. I'm just watching. What am I watching? I don't know. I don't know if I'm seeing. I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know what I'm not seeing that everyone else is seeing. I don't know everyone, but end of the day, I think Grealish is the best English player in terms of he's just too good. You can see he's streets ahead of everyone, and he's just not playing. And it's just a crime to have someone that good in your squad, and he doesn't play. He doesn't start. Imagine you're at Brazil, Ronaldo, R9 just not playing, or Ronaldinho not playing, just on the bench. It just doesn't happen in a different country. It just doesn't.
I mean, in your experience, Nathan, I mean, is there occasions where the manager just don't fancy a player,
Yeah,
and
there is.
everyone else can see how good this
Yeah.
player is, and they think, well, why is he on the bench? Does it happen?
Yeah, it does sometimes. You do sometimes get puzzled at at managers' decisions, and you think, what the hell are you doing? Like sometimes it used to happen quite, a few times, to be fair. Throughout my career, I've noticed when that happens with players sometimes, but I know you just got to live with it and work hard, and that's what he's done. He's not sulked. He's come off. He's not give the manager a reason to not bring you back on, or not start next game, or not come on next game, whatever it is. He's gone for what he thinks is best, but I hope he's been making the right decisions up till today. Now I hope he makes that decision and says, you know what, we need a bit more against Italy. We do need a bit more. We do need to keep that ball a bit better. We do need to be able to break them down. They are a proper defensive team.
Yeah.
It's not Denmark. This is Italy. So, end of the day, the best defensive team in the tournament and pretty much in world football, probably Italy. So we have to have our best players in attack to break that down.
Well, if Southgate's going, if he's obviously must have watched the game between Italy and Spain yesterday, and the way to go at Italy and probably the best team lost the game yesterday. Spain were absolutely fantastic, I thought. They had it in that middle of the park, Pedri. And for me, Pedri is not a mount. He can't do that job. I mean, they popped it, and Pedri was the main, the main guy there who was controlling all that. I mean, Mount's not going to be able to do that, not at all. I mean, can Grealish play in that hole?
Of course he
play
can.
with Mount playing?
100% he can play there, and that he brings that extra something, and you can see as well. Like it's the same thing that in when I watch Man United at times where you see him on the side going, just give me the ball, and then they're going over to the other side and then coming back and then going back to that side and coming back. I'm like, get it out to the guy. That's why he's on the pitch. Get it onto him. He will find someone else who will draw two players to you, and then he'll pop it off to you. Then you've got no one, or you might have one man, and then you give it back, and then something's open. He'll find you, just like he was doing towards the end of the game. He was just finding different people, and I was like, this is unbelievable. He's just getting everyone on toast. As soon as he gets it, there you go. Come on, let's go. Bang! There you go. Yeah, you're in. It was just perfect timing. I just love watching him play. Simple things, but it's so good and it's so effective.
Yeah. What did you think of Sterling's performance tonight? He seems to have caused that Danish defence a lot of problems.
He's on fire. He's doing what he does best, and that's pop it, move it, keep going. And even he got on the dribble again today, a bit more than I've seen him recently as well. So, and obviously very dangerous. Could have had a few goals. Nearly scored that one, which it ended up being an own goal anyway. So he would have scored that. Keeper saved a great shot against him as well. So he's really done well. He's a danger, big danger. And that's what I mean. Once you have a few pieces of danger all over the pitch, teams can't double up on the one man because they got another man to double up on and another man that they have to double. When you got more than two players to double up on, it's pretty much no chance. That's why City is so good. And that's why Foden looks so amazing when he plays for Man City, because he gets the ball open, because everyone else is occupied with, having to stop Mahrez, doubling up against Mahrez, doubling up against Sterling. Then you've got other players in there. So this is what I mean. But England do have the capability to have that amount of players on the pitch to go and do that. And I just want to see it. I really want to see them go for it, just like all the other teams have done, hasn't it? Italy game, who they played previous to that, Spain. It was end to end. The Italy game.
I mean, they played Austria. Austria pushed them. Austria pushed them quite close. But
remember the Belgian game, end to end. Spain yesterday. Everyone's saying Belgium, that could have been the final. What a game! Because they were just going for it. England gotta go for it. Don't try to do this defensive stuff because you've seen what can happen.
Yeah, we said in that preview for that Italy Spain games, and and I said the only way Spain are going to beat Italy is if they go for them.
Yeah.
If they go at them, if they go at them, then they'll have a chance, and they did that, and they had most of the possession, and as I said, they, probably the best team actually lost the game. They probably should have been in the final.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what England have got to do, and they've got to put the right players on the pitch, Nathan, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely do. Let's see what he goes and does. Whatever happens, they've done a great job to get to the final now. They should, to be honest, they should get to the final with the run that they had. Like the route that they had anyway. But to actually get the job done now, it's saying that obviously they're doing what is expected of them now. And I think before, in previous years, they never even did that. So I think Gary Neville was saying it too. They deserved, they should have, all this should have, would have, could have. This is now they're there. They're actually there in the final. So
is it simple? Is it as simple as Grealish in for man? I mean, is there any other changes that would need to happen for them to beat Italy?
Nope, that's it. One change,
just that,
and they win it for me.
Was there anybody else impressed you tonight, Nathan?
Obviously Sterling did really, really well. Harry Kane played a lot better today as well. He's more involved in the game, so he did really well. I think, like I say, when Grealish came on, he started looking good. But like I was thinking, it's just not enough time on the pitch for things to happen and go through him enough. I felt Saka worked hard, but he didn't really do what he'd done the few games before. I felt that obviously Walker just recovery.
Oh yeah,
it's getting back every time. Anyone trying to race him, say, "Come on, do you know who I am? I'm too quick for you. Come on, let's race." Right, I've got it back. Right, I'll give you 5 yards. Oh, I'll catch it. There you go. Let's win it. So he was one that I thought, and Shaw, steady Eddie again. Back to was pretty good as well. I didn't like keeper. I didn't like Pickford today. He started showing too many nerves. I like him because of his confidence, but today he was just like all over the place. Like, first of all, the free kick, I felt he was far too much over to the side to let that shot go in. It didn't go in the corner. End of the day, if it doesn't go right in the corner, he should be saving it. It went like, I don't know how many yards in the middle. He should be able to save that. I don't care. He shouldn't be standing on the post. He should be a little bit off it. From what I remember of what keepers should be doing, I don't think he should get beaten in the middle of the goal. I don't care how hard it is. He shouldn't get beaten in the middle of the goal.
No. He's had a good tournament, and
he's done well.
As I say, I suppose we can, forgive him for having a couple of clangers tonight. But against Italy, we can't afford, our goalkeeper to start having clangers. I mean, up the other end, Kasper Schmeichel was fantastic, wasn't he?
Unbelievable, Kasper Schmeichel. He did that to me once as well. When I went to Preston North End on loan from Watford, and cross came in, point blank header, smashed it, and he's there with his arms out like Peter Schmeichel. I'm like, oh my God, it showed you to save them kind of shots. Done me over. When you think you've just scored, it doesn't matter. I've scored this. Bang! I was like, oh my gosh, this guy star jumped me and saved it as well. So I feel his pain.
quick word for quick word about Denmark, Nathan. I mean, they were good. They played well tonight. I mean,
told you, I
thought England looked very nervous the first 20, 25 minutes, and I think Denmark. I think they sussed that out, and they had a few chances. They could have scored 1 or 2 goals, but was there anybody in the Danish side that impressed you, Nathan, tonight?
To be fair, as a team, they played really well. Braithwaite was looking very lively, to be honest. I liked what I saw of him, because obviously him going to Barcelona is a bit of a surprise, and then I didn't really ever get to see him play. But today, watching him play, I could see, he's nice and sharp, and he is a danger up there. And those 3 up front, they did well together. But what you could see is when they made their substitutions, you can see the massive drop-off in quality. And I could just see they didn't have much to trouble England once they made them changes, and the manager made so many changes. They ended up finishing the game with 10 men. So,
these games are going to they're getting harder and harder as thing goes along. I mean, that was definitely the toughest game so far for England. I mean, just quick word about the penalty or no penalty?
no penalty for me. He didn't get enough of a touch to go down. I thought they're going to see this and they're going to write it off, and then we're going to have to go and get a goal. But it happens. Some people think that's a pen. I don't know how, but if that's given against you, you're thinking, oh my gosh, why the hell are you going to give that penalty against us in a game this big? That's what I thought. And I wanted England to win, but I didn't want them to win like that, if you get what I mean, with that penalty. But in the end, who cares? To be fair, who cares in the end? We won it and we're through to the final, and that's all that really matters. But one thing I was going to say, it's totally gone out of my head now, but there was something there that I was thinking about.
But England have had their fair share of things that should have gone through in the past. There was the Frank Lampard goal against Germany. So things even themselves out. There was the Sol Campbell goal. I think I can't remember, it was against NAB, but that went over the line and that was disallowed. So
it swings and roundabouts. You always get something that you don't really deserve. So let's take it now, innit? Let's take let's take
it now. I mean, we're in the final on Sunday. It's going to be, it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be exciting. Did you ever think we'd get this far, Nathan?
To be honest, when I saw the lineup, the games, I thought if we can beat Germany, we should get to the final. That's all I thought when I saw that. We should get out of the group stages. Then if we can beat Germany, we should be in the final. No matter who we play out of those players, those teams that win. And they've done it. They've gone and done it. Italy, like I already kept saying their name before they even played the Spain game for some reason. I was thinking that they're in the final, we're in the final. And it's actually finally two games that, most of our predictions have been totally wrong from when we said from the beginning. So many games were just
some of the way out.
So it was nice to get at least something that we thought was, going to be the final Italy-England final. So that's not bad. It's not bad to be fair.
No, it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be an incredible game. I just echo what you said. I just hope Southgate plays the right team. And we don't go into that game, and at the end of the 90 minutes, we think, he should have done this. I don't want to. He should have. If we go against Italy, they have to go for it. They can't have. If they sit
100%.
back, if they sit back against Italy, they'll kill them.
You can't go that slow. You notice how slow they were passing around early on in the game. They're moving it slowly. And you just want to be like higher tempo. You want to get at them. And this is Denmark. So let's see what happens. Italy have got a lot up their sleeve. That Chiesa, my gosh, he's on fire, and then they've got all the other players that you're looking at. Insigne, Immobile, you've got Verratti in the middle. You've got so many players that attacking wise, they can do a bit. Bernardeschi. So we've got to basically be able to shut that down and be able to stop them boys who love defending. They love defending. So at the end of the day, they get more out of defending and not letting the goal in than scoring the goal.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They celebrate.
That's a dying art as well, to have defenders that really, really defend like that. And it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
The one thing Spain haven't got, that probably was the reason why they didn't win the game, was the fact that they didn't have a striker, and so
Morata,
he came up well.
I like that guy.
There were a few chances there, not blaming the Morata at all, because he put his one away, but there was other chances in the game which Pedri, because Pedri and Busquets and those players, they were on fire making chances for the forward players, and it's pretty awful finishing where, if they had a David Villa or a Raul or a Ferret or Fernando Torres, they'd be in the final.
They are top of the top, aren't they?
They are. But we've got Harry Kane. So you know, maybe we've got that little bit extra that Spain got. But like I just said, we need to play a certain way to beat them, and we have to have certain players in that side who are capable of doing the things that we want them to do, so we can hurt Italy. But we're in the final. That's all that matters.
What a day it's going to be. That's all we need to know now. It's going to be a nice
time
end to the tournament.
You know, wherever all you people out there party, you know, party whatever you want. Obviously,
have we done well though, Steve? If we lose this, is this a success?
I think I never thought we was going to get this far. You know, I really didn't. We had a bit of luck the way the other teams got knocked out along the way, because we all thought we was going to end up playing certain other teams, but and the way Ukraine fell for us, you know, we didn't expect a Ukraine in the quarterfinals, but you know, other than that, yeah, we beat Germany. We didn't expect to beat Germany, did we? And yeah, we've got better as the tournament's gone along, Nathan. So
yeah, we have.
You know, definitely, and I just hope we get now. We've got to lift ourselves to another level. This team is like, you know, is a different animal.
You know what's good though? We're capable of actually winning this game. It's not a game where you're watching going, they're going to beat us. That's it. It's over. You're actually capable of winning. So I'm really, really excited about the game. That's if we pick the right team.
Yeah, I just don't want the team to come up and, you know, I've got nothing against Mason Mount. He's a tremendous player, but he's just not what we're going to need on Sunday. You know,
because I just can't see it.
He's no Pedri.
I just can't see what Mount's bringing to warrant keeping out such a talent in Grealish. Mount's a good player. He's not a bad player at all. But to keep out Grealish like it's nothing and play full 90 minutes and then go into extra time and not even come off then, I'm thinking, what's going on here? Like, what's happening? Yeah. Am I seeing something different? I don't know.
No, no. It's I just say, like with Mount tonight, I you know, we were speaking in our WhatsApp group while the game was going on, and you know that it came up, Mount, that you know that we didn't, you know, you thought that, you know, he wasn't doing the things that he should do, and he wasn't, you know, contributing to the game how you would want him to, and I was thinking that from about the 15th minute, and I was thinking, what are you doing? What are you supposed to be doing? You're not getting in the box. You're not attacking. You're not making chances. Why are you there? What is your purpose tonight for the team? He may be told to stay in that area.
Yeah, I thought Foden would have done well in there as well, though. He's got to get a chance to play in there. I would have thought that if one's not having the best of games, you take one off and bring the other one on. If he's not having a good game, bring the other one on. Right now, out of those three, Grealish is the most effective player that we've had in this tournament. Why is he not starting? He's the most effective that we've had, and he's not even played all the games.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sterling is the most in terms of scoring goals. But then, you know, but when it comes to affecting the game and controlling the game, I definitely think that's he's a difference maker. But anyway, that's enough.
Obviously, Southgate seems to have other ideas, and I'd like to sit down with him and ask him what they are. But you know, I can't fathom it out. But he has to play against Spain. I'm convinced he has to go against Spain. We've said he has to play in every game.
Against Italy.
Against Italy. He's got to play against Italy because they'll just swamp Mount, and if you haven't got the ball against Italy, they'll wipe the floor with you. And
exactly.
And you just look at the type of players Spain have got and the way they played against them, and it should tell you what players to play just by looking at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see how it works out. Let's see how it pans out. But it's exciting. It's something that we're going to be looking forward to.
We're in the final. We're in the
exactly.
final.
I just didn't want to see that we'd have to be watching Denmark versus Italy in the final. That I just wouldn't have been happy. So I'm really happy that it's an England game, something that I'm really interested in more than anything, because I would have probably not even watched that full game. You know, I watch it, but like not with the attention that I had today. When it's England, I'm fully focused. No one, you know, no one talked to me. Totally concentrated on the game like I'm playing.
Well, when you've watched some of the games that we've watched over the last few weeks, and then you get to the final and you're watching Denmark and Italy, it's a bit. It's like you've already watched 4 finals before.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
exactly.
Yeah, but it's
you know,
not like that.
I was gonna say, it reminds me of when France won the World Cup. I'm sure it was when France won the World Cup. They had a very favourable route to the final. You know, they beat Brazil in the final when Ronaldo was not well.
That's right.
I remember. I'm quite sure. I remember they had a very favourable route to the final, and the hardest game was that last game, and they did well, and they had a great side. They had a great side, but I just felt so lucky that you guys got that kind of route in, and we've done all right ourselves now. So we had that route in, and let's make it count. Let's make it count.
Yeah. We had.
I'm going to check that game, actually.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Right. But you checking it now? Was you checking it now? Or later on?
No, I can't remember which year it was.
No, I can't. But no, as you say, we're there. You know, it's going to be fantastic for the country. You know, the whole globe's had a terrible time at the moment. I think Denmark can be proud of their performance tonight. I think their fans can be proud of their team. You know, they're going to be, in the third place playoff. So hopefully they can relax, have a little party up against Spain, have a good game.
When's that? Saturday?
Yeah, it'll be Saturday.
Yeah.
And and look, if you was playing for Christian Eriksen, then you did him proud tonight.
Yeah.
You know, you definitely did him proud tonight. Anyway, people, thanks for joining us on this momentous occasion. I was 1 year old the last time that England got to a semi. Now I've no told you my age, haven't I? Right. So I don't remember it. I'm sure most of you out here don't remember us in the final, but you know that's all going to change on Sunday. So we'll certainly be here doing a preview, and what a post match it will be. You know, if we're lifting that trophy on Sunday night, it'll just be incredible. So until then, Nathan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So until then, peace out, stay safe, and wash your hands.